What are we saying, good people? Welcome to the stream, ladies and gentlemen. I can see you 7 of you, which is fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Welcome to the stream, ladies and gentlemen. This live is not particularly one of productivity, but one that I'm just deciding to do because, I mean, somebody told me like they'll probably go online and go live if I held a Q&A session. I figured why not just go ahead and do something for you guys. I think it's really, really important to have these lives as often as possible so that we can have live interactions. If somebody has any live questions to ask. AMX, what's up? What's good? Welcome to the stream. You can see in the comments. You can see in the chat. I decided just to go ahead and do like some of my client work on this stream, on this live stream. I feel it's important also to show how I get things done and how I get work done. Yeah. I feel we're good. I feel we're in a good place. Slow the music just a bit. We're in a good place to start now. And one project that you guys might want to definitely see is a booking engine that I've been working on for time. Yeah, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, we're live. I'm treating it as though they've never been live before, but this is fantastic. I can see my metrics are looking good. Yeah, metrics are looking especially fantastic. Okay, so I believe we can start, right? I think as I wait for you guys to go ahead in the chat, go ahead in the comments, I will proceed on to work on the few things that I'm working on right now. So essentially, this is what's happening in this booking engine. So I'm doing it and I'm crafting it for like a particular hotel, but there's all these different things that I need to work on. All right, so things like, let's say for example, if I come in here and check between 13th and 15th for 2 adults and no children whatsoever, and then I click on check now, well, the button works. That's all I'm just trying to check. If I click on login, it takes me to the client login page, of which I log in here. This is email and password. If I want to register as a client, I come in here and I register first name, phone number, password, confirm password, address, city, country, and all the other stuff. So I agree to the terms and conditions, and the terms and conditions I have not actually set them. So that's something else that I need to work on. There's rooms, there's a rooms page, and there's an offers page, and then there's a contact page. Those are items that I've generally not even brought into the system. So the things I need to work on, I think I want to finish this as fast as possible. I've already finished up with the middleware. I've already done the jobs and everything. The registration and the login is working. So, and then now also we have our admin dashboard. Of which requires a login on its own, a different login. So NRT, think that's pretty much what we need. I'm pretty sure there's no like item in the database, right? Let's check users, the users table. We have the super administrator with the password, which is, of course, you can see it's what's this called? Encrypted. Yeah. Here's the password. And then we log in. And we have our dashboard. Yeah, there we go. So we have all these different functionalities. List, there's the roles list, and there's management of roles, there's the clients list. Of course, we have our clients right there. The create client properties are there. I think the flows list is what we've not done. So we've not done anything to do with the property management. So property management, amenities, things like that. We've not done any of those. So floors, I mean, this is just essentially the management of the property. There's first floor, second floor, third floor, ground floor. I mean, that's, everyone knows that, but like in terms of knowing how to craft it out in the property, everyone knows that. So in this particular way, we want to enable that. So we've already done users, we've done roles, we've done, I don't think we've done amenities, honestly. I mean, if we come in here, we don't have a table for amenities. So I think we can work on flows first, right? So we have this part over here. We can work on flows first, and I want to go ahead and do flows. I think I'll just copy the entire table that is over here, put it in our index, and then weed out all the things that are required to be weeded out. So there's, I have to look at the database again, floors. Then we have the floor number and the description. So we have the floor number and the description. And we have the bookings made, total value of stays, actions. I don't think we'll need all those three. We don't need those three. Then we'll come in here and we'll say for each floors as floor. Then we'll come in here and do floor ID, floor number. And then we have our description. And then we get rid of the rest. Actually, don't need this here. And we definitely don't need this here, so I think and then we don't need this. We'll get rid of that, and then we have our actions where we have admin floors and floors edit, where we have the floor ID. And then, are you sure you wish to delete this floor? And why delete floor ID? Of course, all these will work seamlessly as we pass in the right parameters. So undefined variable floors, we'll go back to our Livewire. Livewire floors index, and what we just need to do here is floors all, and I don't think I'll paginate this because not many people have many floors like that. I mean, unless you have 50 floors in one system, that's when it will make sense, but most hotels don't have that. All right, and then we also have undefined variable links. So how about we do this here? We paginate and we paginate 10. And then we'll come in here and then we'll say use with pagination. And then we'll come in and say without pagination URL. And we'll save that. That works. We'll just come in here and now look at this part over here. Let's try and get rid of this floors links. There we go. Yeah, so we have these floors. Want to create a floor, just going to come in here and copy this. Floors create, we'll come here and paste this here. We'll also paste it inside the edit. This is just for the header, right? When we save this, it will pop up at the top over here and also over here. Now we move forward and we look at the create for all these add-ons. What we're creating here is just a floor number in the description. So we'll just come in here into floors create, paste this here. Now weed out all the things that we don't need. So there's a floor number in the description. And we'll delete this. Wow. I feel like sneezing all the time. I don't even have a cold. Okay, so yeah, we're looking good. We're looking good. I don't have bad metrics here, not bad. Our stream is healthy. Feels good. Okay. So we are definitely weeding out all these first areas where we have the client. I'm just going to get rid of the last name, email, phone, and address. City as well, state, country. Just going to get rid of all those postal code. I'm going to get rid of that. That as well. And then we have first name. I think we're just going to come in here and duplicate this. This first name should just be floor number. So over here we'll just come into floor number. And we'll copy that and paste it here. So the floor number is done. Over here, we'll change this to text area. And then over here, we'll come and just do description. And we'll just change this. So enter floor number. and then enter floor description. And text areas usually have this kind of closing. So in order for me to proceed on, I'll just have to come in here and just do floor description. If it's null, then it will have the placeholder. If it has something, then well and good. Then we'll come in here and paste this here. And we'll save this. So given that this is inside a row, we want this button to be outside the row. Ah, there it is. Are you sure you wish to create this floor? I'll just do capital create. And then we have the save, where I click save, and I think that's the name of the function we're going to be using. I'm just going to come in here, Control C, go to the edit, Control V, and click, yeah, I think this is clearly what we need to do. Then we say edit this flow. Now we're good to go. I think we're good to go in terms of edit and create. Now we go to our floors, create those functions. So first thing is we need to have a public floor, and this floor is coming in from the models. So I just need to import that like that. And function rules, and we'll return an array of rules. We have floor number being required, and the description also being required. And we'll close that off with a semicolon. We move to the mount function. Just to zoom it out just a bit. I hope it's still visible to most. So we'll have the mount function here. Okay, you know, let me just zoom it in. Now I've already gotten used to it. Thank you, people. Thank you. Thank you for recommending that I keep on zooming my font. Now I'm used to the big font. And people still, from this position, still want me to zoom in further. I don't know why. Like as much as like most educators would like to code that way, I personally, you know, I'm an inside man. I like to do things as fast as possible, so I like to have a wide field of view. So normally I code like this. Actually, even where I actually code like this. So yeah, and I can actually like see everything. As long as I have my specs on, I can see everything, right? So inside this mount, I'll come in and say this floor is equal to new floor, like that. And we'll come and create a function save, and I'm zooming in just a minute. All right, so check this out. Mad. This is actually insane. So in our save function, of course, we have to validate first. And then we wrap our function in a try catch. And in this try catch, we're going to come in here and say this floor save, and then return, or rather we're going to this dispatch done, and then we're going to put in a success message. And we're saying that, you know, floor created successfully. And then we're going to reset the floor. That's how I go about that. And then I'm going to copy this dispatch down here. And this is going to be an error. And we'll just say something went wrong. And we'll put a colon, a space, and then we'll concatenate with the throwables th get message. Yeah, and I'll get rid of this commented stuff. I don't need that there. And we're Gucci. We're all right. So now if I come in here and you see this, I mean, speaks volumes on how fast we've done this. Right, if I click on save, check this out, the description field is required, the floor number field is required. So this is the thing, if I come in here and put this validate down here, then instead of popping up inside here, if I click on save, you can see it comes and pops up over here. Anyway, I have those error tags inside the HTML for a reason, so I'll just keep it like that. And then I'll come in here and just copy all this, paste it inside the edit. The only thing I'm changing here is floor, import it first, find, and then ID. And the ID always comes in through the mount. Cannot implicitly convert eloquent collection to app models flow. Fair, so we'll just get rid of this. Maybe even get rid of this as well. Yeah, so let's say we enter floor number 12. This is the 12th floor. Save this. Floor created successfully, and we have ability to create a new one right out of the gate. So we go to floors list, you can see 12. Description here is saying 12, and in reality, it shouldn't even be doing that, honestly. It should be like if I go to my index, I have the description here, the description. That's how it should be. Yeah. Yeah, and then we can obviously delete this. Oh yeah, that function is not there. So we'll go to our index function over here for the floors, and we'll use the same one that we did in the client, right? And then I can see here with pagination, I don't want with the pagination URL, so without URL pagination. I prefer it that way. Yeah, let's go to the index floors. After this one, put the function delete. So try floor is equal to floor find of field ID. So if floor rooms is greater than 0, then throw this client has bought from you times. This on this floor has rooms. So I'll come in here and just put floor rooms count, and then we'll just do floor delete. If this throwing does not go through, then you can just proceed on and delete. Successfully deleted this floor, and we move. So and this part for rooms, I'm sure I've not declared it inside my models. I'm not sure if I have. But yeah, you could see that. So I'm just going to come in and do function rooms, and then we're going to return this belongs to. This has many, because rooms usually goes to floor ID. If we come to rooms, the rooms table usually has a floor ID over here. So we're going to have a has many function, which is one to many, okay, one to many relationship, and then we'll just say room, which is the room class, and we won't have to do anything else from there, from that point onwards. So now, if I come in here and just delete this, it will go and go ahead and work. All right. So now we'll move on to amenities. I think we've done everything. We've read, we've created. So if we come in, we've created, we could edit this. So we can come in here and edit this. I don't think I've saved the edit. Yeah, I've not saved the edit blade. Then what did I do? What did I? Oh no. Oh no. I need to reverse this to the point where I left it. Yeah, save that, and then now here in the edit, save this. Yeah, imagine that if I didn't go into the edit and check out whatever it is that needed to be checked out. That would have been death. That would have been death for sure. Okay. So I can come in here, edit this, maybe say put a 1 at the save. Now that's another thing I needed to do. So here, once we come in here and save, we have to update. This is the edit, right? So we have to update, and then we don't need to do anything from here. Floor updated successfully, and we don't need to reset it as a new one that is being created, right? So yeah, that's how it is. So if I come in here, delete this, I'll save this. Floor updated successfully. Go back to the floors list, and we're good to go. Which is fine. We'll click on amenities. Now amenities is pretty much the same thing, except I think it's only one label really. The amenities table, which is the title and the icon. Okay, I'm zooming out honestly. I think people being able to see this is intense. So I have amenities. Just going to copy everything that is on here and then replace. Right, so I'm just going to copy here. Yeah. Because amenities also have rooms, so we usually assign amenities so that they can be able to see it via the front side. So I'm going to go to floors index. Amenities. Is it? Yeah, amenities index. Paste it inside here. And replace floor with amenity. So there's that one. Then we have amenity rooms. This amenity has those rooms. Successfully deleted this amenity, and yeah, so on and so forth. Yeah, we don't want URL pagination, so deal with that. And yeah, now we move on here into our index. We'll just copy everything that is over here, paste it inside amenities. Floors, we'll just do amenities. So there are 5 of them. For each amenities as floor, so we'll just change floor to amenity. So there. Yeah, that's it. So now amenities have titles, have a title and have an icon. Then the next thing we want to do here is amenity name. So amenity and rooms. So here we'll just put a, we don't need this. And that's it. We're good to go. You can say call to member function count. I don't think this works here. Especially because we've not enabled the many-to-many relationship that amenities has to rooms. So, yeah. Rooms have many amenities. Amenities belong to many rooms. Fair. So we come to models, amenity, room types. It's room types, not rooms. It's actually room types. So room types count. We're there. And then when we go back to our index, we need to also change that. So amenity room types. This amenity has room types. Yeah, there we go. So every type of room has to have the same amount of the same amenities in each and every single type of room, which is fair. Great. So which means when we're creating these room types, we have to create them together with the amenities. We have to select the amenities that are inclusive inside those rooms. So that works. We'll have create, edit, index. So now let's create. So I'll just use the same thing. I'll use the floors. And I'll go to the create, paste it here. Here we have title, and here we have icon. These ones will be required definitely. And then we have public floor. So these ones I'm just going to replace with amenity again, all of them. And then we're going to import this class from the models. And then we have amenity save, amenity created successfully. This amenity is equal to new amenity. I think we're good at that point. There's not much to do else from that point. Now when we come here into the create, I'm going to copy everything here, paste it here. Floor changes to amenity in every single situation. But here we have amenities. Create a new amenity, title, and after title we also have icon. Now that's one thing I didn't change over here, so we needed to change that here. So floor number and description. And over here I want it to be column 12 only. So I think that's fair. And we'll put that here as well. Actually, whatever edits that I've made here, just copy this, paste it here. The only thing we're changing here is edit this. All right, edit this flow. Now when we come to amenities, we have the title, we have the icon. So amenity icon, we have amenity title. Enter amenity title. Then we change this here as well, title. Then we'll say this is not a text area, rather it's an input of type text, which is fair. Yeah, and then we'll have icon here. So this one should be bootstrap icon. And I think we're good to go at that particular point. Great. I think we're good to go. Yeah. Amenity icon here, amenity icon here, amenity icon. Yeah, I think we're good to go. And then we'll just come in here, copy everything here, paste it inside here, inside the edit. Just change this from create a new amenity to edit this amenity. And then when we come to the create amenities situation, we'll save this. Then we'll copy everything that's here, paste it inside the edit. We have it. And now we'll come in here and just say amenity find ID. Great. And I think we're good to go at that point. Yes, of course, we don't need this here. Amenity updated successfully. This one is amenity update. Right. So we're done with roles, we're done with amenities. What's next? Occupancy types. Fair. Short break to take. We'll be right back. Right. Somebody's been telling me that in the chat there's been a bit of a downer in terms of like them trying to, you know, chat something up and they're not able to. I don't understand why the situation is that, but um, yeah, we can just proceed on with the stream. We can just proceed on to try and, you know, finish this application the way we see it. There's a lot that needs to be going into this, and yeah, I think in most situations, I don't know why the chat for most people is actually still lagging. I've never experienced that myself, so I don't understand why. But somebody told me, yo, I can't even like chat or do anything, and I'm wondering why. I honestly am wondering why. So I'm trying to resolve this problem as fast as possible so that we can have guys join in the chat as much as they can.
Hey creators, let's talk.
I clicked on a video by mistake. Okay, let's work on this as fast as possible. Really, we have occupancy types, and this is probably the same as the amenities and all that. Mm. Let's actually open this up. So we have occupancy types. We have the name and the maximum occupants. Fair. And then also again, we have the name and the maximum occupants in terms of the occupancy types. Then we also have these going into bookings, right? When we have bookings being made, we also have the occupancy types that have to be linked to the bookings. So, like say booking. Let's go and open that. And you can see client, room ID, floor ID, check-in, check-out, number of adults, number of children, adult rate, and the child rate. I don't see occupancy types right there, but then I think we'll use it in the front side when clients are actually selecting whether or not they can be able to, you know, join or rather book particular site, particular rooms and all that or whatnot. Okay, so I guess we have to copy this again. We go to occupancy types. This is in the edit. Actually, I want to deal with the index first. To deal with the index first, we'll go down, then we'll go to occupancy types. And then we'll replace amenity with occupancy types. Then we now just brush up some few things. So occupancy type, we'll just do an underscore right there, underscore right here, underscore right here, underscore right here, and yeah. Occupancy types usually go hand in hand with what? I feel as though they should be hand in hand with the bookings or something else. But let's see how we go. Occupancy types. URL without pagination, and without URL pagination, and then we'll come in and pass the data. The data here is occupancy types is equal to occupancy type all. Right, I think we're good to go. Great. Now let's move faster. I think getting this out of the way, because this application right here is really a cumbersome part of any kind of booking engine. Doing the admin panel, it's really the most you know, part of doing something like this. I'm just going to copy this, paste it here, and then we'll edit this occupancy types, and then we'll come in here and just do occupancy types. We'll just first of all open the database. We see what it's looking for. We have the name and the maximum occupants. So we'll just have to put the name or occupancy type details. We'll call it details, and then if we need anything else, we'll just look for it. Then we'll come in here and just do a small, and then we'll say max occupants. Say max occupants, and then we'll come in just to occupancy type max occupants, and now we'll have for each occupancy underscore types as, and then we'll just put type actually, just to make things simple. Over here we'll have type ID, and then here we'll have type name like this one, type name, and then max occupants, this is occupancy type underscore max underscore occupants, yeah. And then occupancy, I think types, I think it should be like this. Let's check the routes. Occupancy types should be like this, yeah. Occupancy types. So occupancy types dot edit, and then we'll have the delete where we'll pass in the type ID. Yeah, I think we're good to go. Save this and let's see how it happens. And define variable occupancy type. This one should just remain as type, sorry. Yeah, I think that should be good. There's a part where it's using flow. What the hell? This should be type. Yeah. Should be ready. The pagination. Okay, the paginator as well. So I'll use this part over here, occupant. And then we have this part over here. The method eliminate database eloquent collection links does not exist, and the reason why it doesn't exist is because we've not done pagination. So we need to paginate 10. Yeah. So there we are. So single, double, triple, quad, and family. We're doing well right here. We're doing well right here. Let's move. So now when we create this, we'll be creating this using the same structure as the flows, really. So we'll come in here and just do copy the create and put it inside occupancy types create. It's the same structure, just not the same code. So we'll come in here and say occupancy type. We'll copy this, paste it here. This one should be name, and this one should be max occupants. And we'll paste this here as well. Occupancy type is equal to new occupancy type. And then we'll save the occupancy type once we've updated the form. And then we'll do occupancy type is equal to new occupancy type. Then occupancy type created successfully. That works. Now we move a little bit faster there. Create, we move to the edit. And we won't use occupancy type inside the edit. We'll use occupancy type find ID, and then we'll come in here and just do that right there. And we don't need this. And instead of saving, we are updating. So update like so. And with the edit, we're done. With the create, we're done. I think we'll save that. With the edit, we're done. Now with the index, we're done. So now when we're moving to the UI part of things, because I mean the UI is not still showing, not showing anything yet. We'll need to come in and look at the index of, the create of flows, since it's the same structure. Come and put it inside here. And then instead of text area, we're doing input. And then the type will be number. And we'll remove this part over here. And yeah, it looks good. Now we'll change this occupancy type. And then we'll change this part over here, create a new, it should be occupancy type. Then we'll come in here, paste what we had before, which was this one, occupancy type name. And we'll come in here, do occupancy type name again. Occupancy type max underscore occupants. Then do the same. Enter max occupants. And then over here we'll have minimum being 1, right? Because you can't have an occupancy with 0. Then we change the labels. So this one is max occupants, and this one is name. So enter occupancy type. Occupancy type name. And then, are you sure you wish to create this occupancy type? Yes, there we go. And now we see how it occurs. There we go. So we have that and we have that. Now the next thing we'll need to do here is I'll have to put them side by side. So 2 columns of the same size, like that. Yeah, now we save. So if we click on save, of course the validate function will not allow. Now I'll copy this whole thing and then put them inside the edit of our occupancy types. Then the only thing I'm changing here is edit this. Such that if I come into my occupancy types list and then I click on single, it takes me there. So single marks occupants there. Save this, and yeah. But what I want now in terms of maybe say some user experience is when I edit, it redirects me back to the home page, the occupancy type route, the index route. Return redirect. Then we'll say route. Then we'll say admin.occupancy types.index, like that. Such that now when I come in here and click on this and then hit save, it redirects me back. Right, so if I come in here and save this as double occupancy, right? So I need to save this as 1, just have this. So these are items that are already in the database, so that's why they are occurring like this, and it seems very similar, so it's not so much work into it. This is test 10, save, and then we'll come in here and we have that there, and then I can delete it. So you can see test marks occupants 10. It can delete, and the reason why it can delete is most likely because of how we've put in this if statement here. And you don't need that if statement, honestly. So yeah, we're good. We're doing well, we're doing well. We're doing very well. I like this. Okay, so I think as of now we can put this one to a rest. There's another client project I want to try as much as I can to complete. Let me actually just look at it. I don't know if it's still here. Kingsman, let's keep going. Welcome, Chris. Welcome. Yeah, welcome to the stream, man. I'm sure this is your first time here. Okay. And yeah, so this is another client project that I have. Let's try to see if we can do it with HTTPS. And then now we can go back to the admin board, which is great. So we have this part on the menu where if we come in here and create items, the description is still mandatory. Crazy, crazy, crazy how I let this become mandatory. I don't. Yeah, so that's fair. That is actually very fair. Okay, so I'm just going to come in here, open sites, and then open this path. I don't open it using the terminal, the Laravel HUD, because it will not enable my git bash to work. So I'll just open this in terminal, code dot, like follows. So this part over here, of course, of course, of course, of course, of course, of course. Yeah. What Laravel version was I using here? That's now another thing I need to find out. I was probably version 9 or something. Version 10. Okay. So which means we can actually change the stuff to, so change from required, or change to nullable, Laravel migration. And this should, no, this is Laravel 5. No, 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 no. Okay, all right, all right, all right. I wonder why there's a lot of lag on my PC. I don't see why there should be. I understand it now. I understand it now. So it's either I change this the description itself, or what's going on? Let's open our task manager. That usually tends to scare our systems back into sanity. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There's our problem. Our RAM is being consumed like crazy. Our CPU is also being used like crazy. I don't understand why, because I'm using my GPU for encoding. So I don't understand why my CPU should be used at all when it comes to OBS. Because even on my OBS, it says that my CPU is 2.8% in use when it comes to the rendering, unless it's in using the browser and also the capture cards and all that stuff. I don't understand. But anyway, we'll move. So we'll change this. On menu items, changing the description. We'll come in here and create another. No, actually, this is what we'll do. We don't even need to do anything to do the migration. What we can do here, we can come in here inside our Livewire admin and we go to our menus index. Okay, given that this is not supposed to be, if we look at our menu and we see that we've populated items over here, we have our description here, and then we go to the home page and we go to restaurant. The menu is having our okay, so that's where things are interesting. That's why things are interesting, actually, because we need a description. Okay, in a situation where we don't need a description, yeah, we need to actually change this. We need to actually change the migration. So PHP artisan make migration, add constraints to what, the menu items table. All right, and then we'll come in here and copy this part for the menu items table. Copy the description part, paste it in here, make it nullable, and then call it change. And the reverse will be that this same column just becomes like that, and then we just change it back. So this is the function we want to run, and then this is the reverse. Fair. Next thing we'll need to do here is we'll need to go to our edit and our index. And our edit for our menus table, so edit, we'll change description to nullable. And then we'll also change our part over here, our create, to nullable. Okay, I don't know why I held this out for so damn long, because I believe those are the only steps. So I'll just do git add all git commit -m made menu item description nullable, and boom, git push origin master. I think that's it. Beauty about solo coding is that I get to push to the master branch all the time. So now if I come in here and check this out inside my admin dashboard, because I have not migrated here, so pa migrate, it runs the constraints table, that table that we created. We go to menu, we go to create, and now when the error message doesn't show up over here, so you can see description doesn't have that error message anymore. So now I'll need to go ahead and do this inside our SSL, so I need to go and do that right now. And this is security risk, so that's why I'm not showing it on the page. cd domains lunana gardens.com public HTML. Yeah, that's it. ls Okay, so PHP artisan migrate, and we'll say yes. Boom. Should be done now. Yeah, should be working now for the person who needed that to be done. Now I'll just go back to the project that we were doing. Close this, continue here. What? So we're done with occupancy types, I believe. Yeah, we're done with occupancy types. Now we just need to go to room types. Now with room types, it's interesting. Because this is the table. Oh, it's actually the same structure actually. So I'm just going to come in here and use do this for room types. This is inside our index. And room types always have rooms, so that's going to be an interesting venture. So with pagination, definitely, and then without URL pagination, yeah. And then we're going to come in here and try what? Instead of occupancy, we need room. So occupancy replaced with room. And there are 4 of them. Let's replace all of them. And then yeah, I think that's it. And then there's an if statement that I'm looking for. If the room type has rooms, then so if the room type rooms count is greater than 0, then throw new exception, and the message is this room type has rooms. Yeah, that's how we go about that. And of course, if it doesn't throw, then it will delete, and we're done with that. So now, because we just need the room types, is equal to room type all. We're good to go. This is really good. There's a lot that goes in here. Actually, there's a lot that goes in here. We'll go to our room types index, and we will copy from the occupancy types index. Control C, we'll go to room types index, Control V, replace occupancy with room, all of them. Yeah. Room types just collection links does not exist. I think we used all instead of paginate. And we need to paginate 10. That's it. Yeah. And now the next thing we're looking at is, okay, what do we have here? So for room types as type, type ID, type name, room type, room types table. We're looking at the description. So just come in and just replace this marks occupants with description. I don't know if there's any other please. Yeah. That works. That works very well. I think we're moving well. Oh, this is going to be a foolproof system right here. So now we're going to come into the create, copy everything in the create, paste it in here, and then occupancy changes to room, and then we have room name, then enter description. So description should be text area. We formulate that text area like that. We remove the type number, and then we put description here. Right, I think we're good to go. Then we'll come in here just do description. Right. Yeah, I think everything is okay. Everything seems good. We're moving fast. We'll re-edit some of these stuff when we find some few errors in the process. I'll just need to replace here is edit this, and that's it. Now close all saved. Need to move now to the, we've talked of occupancy types. Let's go to room types, create, and open the occupancy types on the side. I'm in here, place this here, and then replace occupancy with the room. Then import this class. I think we're good to go. So room type name, room type description, and I'll keep this as nullable, because if I think if I look inside my room types table, the description is nullable. Yeah, so I'll close the saved, close this one as well. This one is nullable. They're all nullable, the descriptions. Then we'll save, then we'll say room type created successfully, then room type is equal to new room type, and yeah, if something is wrong, something is wrong. We'll move now to the next part, which is the edit. And instead of new room type, it should be room type find ID. ID is passed through mount, so that's what we will do. And then we don't need any use for this. Then the function usually, just for convention, is update. But we can still use save, it doesn't really matter that much. Just for convention, we use the update rather than save. This is good. We'll save this as well. So now we have room types, and I think they're all ready. So when I do create a room type, there's a room type name, and then there's the description. One thing I forgot also to do, I mentioned it but I didn't do it, is to make the descriptions come under. So it's like we have room types create. Over here, I'll just delete this part over here. And then I'll do the same for this one. All right, so now it looks a lot better. And if I come in here and edit this, of course. One thing also, I think also in the edit, it's not included, is looking at the edit here, and instead of dispatch, we want to return. Okay, so when we come in and edit, right? There is a subscriber. Welcome to the stream, Brian. Mr. Kaya himself. Return redirect. We have the route here, and the route is supposed to be admin.adminities index. We've done well. We've done well. We've done well. So, ideally, inside all of our edits, we're supposed to do that. This one will be floors index. This one will be occupancy types. Then this one will be our room types. I think that's fair. And I think we've done the same thing with our rules. The only thing we need to do here is get rid of that. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good with this. We've done so well so far, and I think we're pushing on quite well. So we're done with our room types. Now the next thing we're moving on to is our rooms. Imagine a full app being done by mistake. Yeah, nice stuff. Flavor is absolutely beautiful. Yeah, excellent. At least somebody agrees, man. Livewire is the way. It's so fast, so seamless. There's no problems with it whatsoever. Like I'm just focusing now on just making sure CRUD works. The UI is good. I mean, now the next thing is now focusing on the logic when it comes to, like, maybe say even crafting our different metrics and all that stuff. Like, it just lets you glide through. It doesn't even do much. It doesn't have any errors whatsoever. As you can see, I'm just gliding through right now. Now we're going to rooms. And now in rooms, I think this one is the most complicated part. We've started from users going all the way till, like, we've done, no, I think we did these three. We started from floors, amenities, occupancy types, room types, and rooms, and now we're now starting on rooms. Those are different levels of CRUD that are totally, like, separate. And creating that in any other, like, ecospace, really, whether it be React, whether it be Vue, whether it be, all that stuff, you find that it's really daunting, and a lot of errors usually come. Then you want to add a lot more features. You're tempted to add that little bit of spice that breaks your code in the process. Livewire just lets you do all these things without even thinking about all those stuff. You build applications from scratch till the end, and you don't even touch on the very, very, very cruel stuff. Thanks for agreeing with me in terms of that. And thanks for joining the stream, brother. Right, then we move on to now we started the rooms. Normally the rooms are always going to have the same thing as almost all of these, which is the delete function. So we'll start using the pagination without using the pagination URL. And we'll pass in the rooms right here. Paginate 10. And then we'll come in here and instead of room types, we'll replace with room. So if the room has been booked even once, right? They'll check that actually. So the room model needs to have a booking. Does it need to have a booking or a reservation? Because those are two different things. If we look at our booking model over here, it has a room, yes. So likewise, a room always has bookings. So room, we'll just do bookings. And then return this has many. We'll have booking class. And yeah, we don't even need to do anything else. Up till that point, we're good. Successfully deleted this room, and I think that's it. We'll go to the index bit, and we'll just copy everything that's here, paste it inside here, replace what we need to replace. So you can see rooms links. You sure you want to delete this room, and over here it should be rooms edit. And room ID. For each rooms as room, we'll copy this, paste it here, paste it here, paste it here, paste it here. I think we're good. I think we're good with that. Now we just need some few details, right? So the rooms table has a lot of stuff. There's the room number, there's the room type ID. So we have the details, right? We need to go away from here. So for here, it's room number. Then room type ID. So this one will be room type. Name, and then another small down here, and we'll use floor number. So here we'll just do room type, and then we'll do colon and space. Over here will be floor. So what floor is it on? And then, of course, we have the room type as a string. I don't understand why. I don't understand why we have this actually, because you see room type and room type ID, they're supposed to be in tandem. So that's another migration we'll need to definitely delete, because room type ID has a name. Room types have a name, right? Room types have a name, yeah. So room type name, there we are. I'll save this. Hopefully I've not made any errors when it comes to editing that. So there's floors and then there's the rooms. Okay. We have this thing for max occupants per room. And I think the room type already stands in for that, so I don't understand why we have that there. Smoking allowed, default is false. Then we have beds. So twin rooms are usually slept in as a double. So yeah, I think that's fair. And if the number of beds is not in line with the minimum occupancy, then boom, we don't book that room for that person. This is turning out to be a bit of a difficult one. But let's see what we have here. So I'll just go to the rooms list now. Let's see what errors we have. Yeah, of course. So we need to go to the rooms model. And we have to do room type. So function room underscore type. And then we'll do return this. This belongs to room type. We'll leave it like that. I think that's fair. Well, that's the correct syntax. We have room type ID, right? Room type ID. So room type, this belongs to room type class. Do we want to draw out the table here? I mean, the foreign key is room type ID. Okay, try. The owner, so the owner key is ID. Property name on string. Don't room types have names? That's also really puzzling. Room types have names. I don't think it's the availability modifier that's the problem. I honestly don't think so. So I'm just going to come in here and delete this. I'll leave it like this, and then we'll move to the index and we see what's going on here. We have rooms. Ah, I've forgotten. I needed to migrate fresh and seed the data as well. Because we've changed it, we've changed two database tables. So I think when we do this, we'll have to log in, of course. Okay, now we're good. And now it's seeding all the data except now the table rooms has no column named room type. So we need to change that in our seeders as well. So database seeders, rooms seeder. Max occupants is also gone. Smoking allowed. Chance of getting through. Okay. Now we refresh this, log in again. Boom. Oh, we also don't have floors inside our rooms table, so it's pretty much the same as this. Floor. Return this belongs to floor class. Refresh that. Inside our index for the rooms, I think I'll wrap this inside our p tags, paragraph tags. No, it won't look good. It won't look good. I think I'll just do a break tag. That's all. And we're doing quite well, actually. I think this is perfect. I'll just do a H5 instead of a H6. Yeah. The thing about this is that I also have a model called room images, where I'm supposed to have the images of the room embedded inside this. Damn. I thought I was going to be done with this stream early on. I say it's going to be a 2-hour stream, so we have 9 minutes. So let's finish the crowd of this, and then we'll call it. Yeah, we'll just call it at that point. So just copy from the room types. Do everything that the create is required to do. Oops, I think I undercopied. Yeah, now we get a full copy. We replace room type with rooms. Then replace this one, room type, with room. And then there's some few things that we also need to add over here. So now when we look at our room types, the thing that we need to select from is we need to look at the room type, the floors, and that's it. So we'll come in here and just do room types. And we'll just do all. And then it's comma separated. We'll just do floor all. And then when we come in to create our room type, guess I'll just do the same. I'll just go to resources, views, then I'll go to livewire, admin, room types, create. I'll copy everything here, paste it inside rooms, create. Now we start editing from this point here. So instead of room type, we'll replace that with room. And then I think also room type needs to be replaced with room without changing case. Okay, so we have now our room number. I'll change this to room number. Right, and then now once we have our room number, and I think we'll just put a type. We could put type text because the room number could have, it's alphanumeric, so we'll put type text. And then we'll just leave it like that. Then we'll have the descriptions, the room description. Then we'll have a Boolean if the smoking is allowed. So there it's supposed to be a checkbox, but before we even do that, given that this is a text area right now, I'll have to put in another item over here that allows for column 6. Or I could do it column 12, make this also column 12, or rather, let's actually do column, let's do columns, column 12, and then the next two will be column 6s. And there'll be 2 of them. Both of these are supposed to be selects. The first select is supposed to be for the floor. And I'm just going to put the wire model, and then we'll come in and just do floor ID okay? But this is going to be room.floor ID. And then the options over here, we have the selected one, and then we also have the other options over here, which are going to be wrapped inside our for each loop. Then we'll come in here and just do, yeah, we're almost done right now. So we'll do a for each floors as floor. And then we'll just do OPT, value will be floor ID. And then now here will be floor number. Great. Okay, so now given that this select, I don't want to have to hassle and do it again like that. This one here will be room type ID. So room types as type. Then over here we'll have paste this, type name. Yeah. And now at the description, after the description, we're going to have the Boolean question. And this is going to be a check. Look at Bootstrap 5 big group checkbox. And it's, oh no. Form checkbox right there. I'll save this so that I can just see what is going on here. So I'll create room. Let's see what happens here. So undefined variable floors. And I wonder why that is, because I've come in here and just, of course, that's the problem. So this is the default checkbox, and there's a checked checkbox over here. So we go back to our create. There's these two checkboxes right here. So this label over here will be smoking allowed. And then of course the type of the checkbox we're dealing with over here will come into the wire click, or wire model, sorry. And then we'll come into room, and the rooms table is stating that is smoking allowed. So room is smoking allowed. At the end of this row is where we have this button. Are you sure you wish to create this room? And then we have the save, where I click save. This is all fine. And yeah, we're 2 hours in. We're almost done with the CRUD. Okay, now we can move fast a bit. Now that we have this create here, I think we'll just put this in the edit right away. Where we'll come in here and say edit this room, edit this. And then we'll close this, and then we'll go to the create. We have this room saved, but our rules don't match the stuff. So we'll come in here and say room number. We have the room description, definitely. Floor ID. And then we have the room type ID. Then we have is smoking allowed. All these are required values. Yeah. I don't think there's one that is required that is nullable. Oh yeah, this one is nullable. The description is nullable. Great. Then the number of beds. Okay. We'll do beds, and I think beds will be alongside room numbers. So I think what I'll do here, I'll come into our create, where we have our column MD12. We'll put column MD6, and then I'll copy this, and then put here number of beds, and then over here room beds type number. Enter number of beds, and then we have room beds right there, and we save that. I think we're good. We're doing well. Now this part for the smoking allowed needs to be having an MB3. Form check MB3 right there. Okay. Symmetry is key. Now this form selects. I want us to get rid of this form select LG. It doesn't make any sense to have that there. Yes. Now we'll copy this into the create. I'll paste it inside the edit, and then I'll change this part for edit this room. And then I'll close all the saved ones. We'll have to open up now the create, copy everything that's in the create, put it inside the edit. Oh, before we even do that, actually, inside the create, there's a spot for the new room. Instead of doing dispatch, we'll just term it to return, and then we'll say redirect. We'll do route, and the route is admin dot what? Where are we? We're in rooms, right? Dot index. Now we can copy everything and paste it. Now one thing we won't forget, okay, first of all, let's import all this. Room, first import it. Find ID. Then we pass this here, ID. Let's not forget that this one we're also taking in this data. So we'll paste it here. So comma paste. And then we import these classes. So we've imported those classes. And yeah. I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we're doing well. So I have the rooms list. If I want to edit a room, we have undefined variables, floors. Now let's save that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is a presidential suite. The number of beds, let's say it's 1, right? And smoking is not allowed, so save that. Okay. We have twin room, standard room, presidential suite, twin room, so on and so forth. Yeah. I think for now we can set it at that. From this point till this point, we are good to go. Now inside our dashboard is the only thing that we've not even like come to edit anything. But normally what I would want to do even in our dashboard right here is to, like, let's say I do something like what? I'll come into open in our dashboard, get rid of the welcome, okay? And then I'll come maybe say do a row, and then I'll do a column MD3, then column column LG4, or something of the sort. Or column SM4, and then we'll just do column 12 after that. Right? Or column 6. It could be column 6. Then I do a card, right? And then this card will be of BG dark maybe. And now inside this column, I'll put maybe say a H1, and this H1 will have maybe say number of clients, and save it like that. Now this H1 here, we'll just do a H5 instead, because given that it's BG dark, it should have text white. But let's do text success instead. We have number of clients as a H5 over here, and this could be a card inside the card body actually. So card body, and then we'll do H5 over here. So this is the text title. Card title. We'll save it like that. Right, and then now at the very bottom, maybe we'll just do like a H1 card text. And then we'll just do text and we'll come in here and just say maybe something like 50. Right, and then we are doing this same thing, like this same column, like 4 times. Like that, okay? And essentially we will want to probably have an icon in the background or have an icon elsewhere, right? But that's essentially what we have, right? So we have the number of clients, which is now, we're going to come in here and just do client count, right? I'll just do it like that. And the variable that we're going to be passing in here is clients being equal to client all. So it still remains the same. Actually, we have 50 clients. We actually do have 50 clients, right? No, we don't. No way, we don't. We actually do. Okay. So if we go to our clients list, we have 5 pages. We have up to 50 clients. Yeah, we have 50 clients. Right. Okay. The other thing that we probably need to do is number of rooms, and we'll just come in here and just do rooms count. And of course, we're going to throw an error here in the dashboard. Yeah, there we go. So it's undefined. So if we come in here, just do rooms being equal to room all. So of course, there's supposed to be a comma separator here. Right. So number of rooms, 50 as well. Interesting. We also have 50 rooms. Are we sure about that? If we go to page 5. Yeah, we have 50 rooms. Interesting. Then we're going to have what? So we have number of clients, we have number of rooms. We could have a check for bookings this month or something of the sort. So we come in and just do bookings count, and then over here we'll run like this: bookings, booking all. And this becomes fair actually. So now when we go back to our dashboard, number of bookings, we save that, we see what happens. We've also done 50 bookings. That's incredible actually. It's actually incredible how we've done 50 for everything. What else have we not done? Yeah, so we have the bookings, we have clients, we have rooms, bookings, and then we also need to check for availability of these particular rooms. So on a basis of bookings, we also need to start doing that kind of logic. But this is essentially what I would want to probably do with our dashboard, and then we'll probably put like maybe a graph on 3/4 of this page, and then we see how we move from there. Then a log list on this side. Yeah. Maybe these 3 are the only ones we'll use, so we'll just do column MD4 over here, and then we'll do column SM. So these are 12 columns, so column SM4 as well. So I think that's fine. And maybe say column extra small 6. Could that work? Let's see. Column 6. No, this is 12 now. Okay, so we put this down. pull this off. Yeah, that is. Now we just need to do maybe say an MB3 on the cards themselves, or MY3. Yeah. Oh no, MB3 works. I think MB3 works on the cards themselves. And we'll do MB3. Yeah. So that's mobile first in a way. But yeah, I think we'll end this stream right here at this point. I think we've covered quite a bit. So all these two sections are working. Next thing we'll be working on is the meal plans and the rates, the bookings, the payments, and I think that will be fine. So when looking at the app itself, I think on this part over here, these are other things that I probably want to sort out in the process, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine regardless. So, ladies and gentlemen, that will be it for today. This has been the second stream of the day. It's been Steve Nyanumba back again with Nyanumba Codes, and yeah, I think we've done quite a lot of work today. I think we can take a rest for a bit of time. We'll go back to recorded videos, back to essential recorded videos, and we'll be doing a lot of walkthroughs and tutorials and so on and so forth. So stay tuned for that, ladies and gentlemen, and I will see you guys in the next one. Please do indeed take care, and as always, may God bless.